Hey, good morning from McKenzie Mountain right here in Republic, Washington. It is Saturday, September the 6th, and I think it's 60 degrees outside right now. But the real significance is the air quality. Right now, the air quality is 194, which means it's unhealthy for everyone to be outside. And, but it's just a part of life. We've got to be out some, doing things on our house, working on our house, and all of those sorts of things. Today, we have a lot going on. Today is my wife and I's 45th wedding anniversary. Man, that's unbelievable how fast time goes by. I can't imagine life without Anita. Can't imagine what life was like before Anita. It's like it's been forever, and yet overnight at the same time. We've always been together, but it was just yesterday that we got married. It's unreal, that paradox that takes place with time like that. But we sure do have enjoyed our life together and enjoy our kids. We have two children. We lost our first two children to miscarriage, and then we have our two boys, Bohannon and Caleb, Bo's wife Kimberly and their kids Jared and James, and then Caleb's wife Lisa and their kids Joshua and Kaylee and Zacharias. And they're just an incredible blessing to us, every one of them. Of course, Joshua now is married to his beautiful wife, Abby, and we're thankful for her and what God's going to do in their lives. Jared and James are on their own now and living their own lives, doing what God's called them to do in their own lives. And so we're looking forward to seeing what God will do in each one of their lives as they continue to progress and to grow. House yesterday, we got a hot water heater hooked up, and there's actually hot water. We were a little bit we had a lot of work done, but we are a little bit disappointed as well because we were really hoping we'd be able to have the washer and dryer hooked up today. We're going to go pick up the washer and dryer and bring them over to the house this afternoon, the Lord willing. But we won't be able to use them. The dryer receptacle is not in, and so and it wasn't going to work out anyway, because according to the electrician, he was going to need to see the washer and dryer because of don't ask me, I don't understand these things, but he said there is some kind of little wire inside the dryer, inside every dryer, this little ground wire, that if it is not disconnected, it'll trip the breaker every time. He said, so he said whenever I got the dryer here to call him, he'd come up and he would open that up and disconnect that little wire there so that it would keep working. And so I knew that even if I did bring the dryer today, he's not going to come over on a Saturday to do that. So we weren't going to be able to use the dryer today anyway. But it wouldn't have mattered but that turns out to be a non-issue because they didn't get the receptacle in. There was some part that they did not have yet, and it's not coming in until Tuesday. So they didn't have that in. They did get some of the lights wired in. They did not get the living room, what lights hung or wired in yet. Started on the boxes of that. They got the lights in the porches set up. They got lights in the bedroom and the laundry room are set up. Nothing in the bathroom yet. And then he turned off the breaker for all the lights in the house, and he said leave it that way because everything's kind of open right now. So I would have thought it would have been fun to have the porch lights on last night, but we weren't able to do that. So there are a couple of things that that I'm disappointed about, but then also there was a lot of work done. After the electrician left, Anita and I went in and we hung all of the pocket doors were there, so they're all in place now. There's still, of course, the trim that needs to be taken care of with them, but they are in place, and that's wonderful, and so we're all happy about that. And just things going on. We're moving things along, and we're not going to actually be able to move into the house until the end of September anyway, because it's the 29th when the kitchen cabinets and the sinks and all those things come in. I probably ought not to try to put in, furniture or anything like that until we get those cabinets in anyway. And so we've got some things to do, but we are moving along and confident at this point that we'll be able to be in the house before it gets cold outside. All right, you all have a wonderful day. The Lord bless you and keep you and make his face to shine upon you. Be gracious unto you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace.